in and you can feel the pressure, you can feel their anxiety levels, and maybe they're sitting maybe doing a selfie on social media at the time, and you're sitting there going, you need to concentrate on your vocal.
Listen, I love your questions. They really are. I mean, and I get why you're able to ask this, because you're in the same lane. Really good questions. I have to be honest, I never really thought about having to create a hit. What goes on in my brain is I'm so effing excited to be here, I can't stand myself. That's just how much I love what I do. I honestly, and I think with Gary was probably the biggest pressure, because Take That had just split up, and it was all over the press. Is it going to be Gary's record going to number one? Is it Robbie going to number one? So that I noticed it, but I also didn't feel it, because I think too much. Of course, just the initial meeting, oh God, it's Gary Barlow, Take That, blah, blah, blah. But that goes away really fast for me, because, and I was thinking about this answer when you saying that, I don't want this to sound egotistical, but I know I'm good at what I do, and I'm going to do what I do. And you either do it the way I say you do it, or you're with the wrong guy. That's all it is. I'm not the greatest country music producer. I'm not the greatest hip hop producer, but this shit, I know it. So you are going to do what I say. And I think that was the approach too. I never let the artist take control. That's not how it works. If we're in the room and we're talking, fine. But when you are in that booth, you're my student. And I'm going to get from you what I need. And I'm going to see, and I'm going to dig and see if I can get more. I mean, Gary was a great example. If you listen to the full extended version of Cuddly Toy, what does it do? It evolves into I Got the Music in Me. Because and it's not commercially available because we didn't have the rights to do it, just promo. But we were doing it, and I thought, God, the chord progression for Cuddly Toy is like, I Got the Music in Me. And so I'm like, hey, Gary, let's just drop some of that in there. And he's like, I got the music. I'm like, no. I said, you need to sing this like you've just finished Cuddly Toy, and you're in a stadium, and you're going to surprise the hell out of the audience and just go into this huge disco, I Got the Music in Me, and he's like, I got the music. I'm like, louder. And he's like, I got the music in. And he just starts to just bang it, and you can hear it.
Wow.
And see, when I do that too, what happens is the artist appreciates it, because many times, I know this now in hindsight, I didn't know it then, the producer can kowtow and acquiesce to the artist. And it's like, that's not doing anybody any good, right? So in order for me to get the best I can, allow me, trust me to take control. And that's what I do. And I do everything out of love. I'm not doing anything because, yeah, I've got an ego. Of course, we all do. But I don't let the ego dictate what's supposed to happen. I let them love the music, and I look for that connection. I challenge the artist without saying it. I challenge you to let me get to you, and you become vulnerable to me. You have to be vulnerable. And there's only been one time, and I can't name the artist, they would not allow me to be vulnerable with them. And the record was good, but it was just not a very pleasant 3-day session with them, because they just would not let their guard down. And that's okay. That's okay.
But that's fabulous. I mean, I love that. Take control. And so anybody that's want to be a producer out there that's listening to this, take control of the session. It's fabulous. I mean, that's fantastic. And have the confidence to do that.